everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be doing some live trading right on this video. You get to see every single trade that I take. There's no fancy editing or anything like that. If you're wanting to watch somebody really trade inside a pocket option, this is the video for you. Now, we will be using the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, which is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations. This allows us to win even if we have losses. And this is available to all of the VIP members inside of our private members area. And we also have a private Telegram group as well, where you can get access to all of our trading tools. So what we do here is we look inside a pocket option and we look at our current balance. Right now I have a real account with $1,000, and this is real money, guys. I can click here, you can see that here's my demo, here's my real account, okay? Just wanted to show you that for all of you out there looking for fakers or whatever. Guys, this is real money, okay? I always trade with real money on all of my videos on this channel. So $1,000 is what we have, so we must enter that in to the trade manager inside the initial capital spot right here. And then we adjust and we set our risk level, which means we must win 2 out of 11 trades in order to stay profitable, which with each and every session that we do. Now you can see over here on the left that the trade manager gives me the exact amount that I need to use, which is 363. But for the profit target today, you know what? We're going to shoot for $100. And I think we've tried to get, or we've actually got around $20, $30 an hour. And we were shooting for $50 an hour at one point. This $100, I know I will have to complete 25 sessions in order to achieve $100, which is about 10% of my total initial capital. Now that's pretty good. That 10% is a lot. I mean, that's pretty risky, guys. Normally I do not trade this risky, but for this video, I wanted to make it a little bit more risky because I think you guys find it a little bit more exciting when there's more money to be made and we're taking on more risk, right? You want to see me blow my account or whatever, then I know you guys enjoy that. So this is the video for you. So almost 10% growth after it's all said and done. But we're going to have to move quickly because we've got 25 sessions that we're going to have to complete. So the trade manager here, the first trade amount is 363. Let's go over to pocket option and enter that in. So 363. And we're going to be doing a strategy that I always like to use, which is the Fast 5 strategy. And this is not going to be like a new strategy video. If you guys always looking for the next strategy, that's great. But you know, I would really try to find just something that you like, something that's easy for you, and just stick with it and not keep strategy hopping, going from one to the next all the time. I don't really recommend that, guys. Just find something that works best for you and stick with it, and improve on it over time and develop your skills through that strategy. But if you want to follow along, if you're new to the channel, great to have you here. And I'll be using regular candlesticks over here inside a pocket option, and also the 30-second time frame. And as far as the other settings, I do like to have the timer turned on, the auto scrolls turned off, and the grid snap is also turned on as well. So 30-second is the big one there. Just make sure to have that on 30-second. But for the expiry over here on the right, the time it takes for each trade, I'll be using 5 seconds. So yeah, it's going to be fast. That's why they call it the Fast 5. But 5 seconds, I've got my amount here entered in. But when we do trade, we want to make sure that we have, you know, we're trading with assets or currency pairs with a really good payout. You can see at the moment this one is like 88%, and that's not going to be, I'm not too crazy about that. I mean, why trade with 88% when we could simply just come over here and choose another currency pair such as this one up here, and now you can look over here and now we're paying out at 92%, right? So that's much better. We're getting 92% back of whatever we put into the trade. And so that's really going to help us in achieving that goal. Now, before I start this, the goal that I've entered in here over on the daily goals area inside of the trade manager, there's a built-in daily goal calculator, so to speak. So you can actually decide and set a profit target right within of the trade manager. And whatever profit target that is, of course, the more money you have, the faster you're going to reach that target, all right? I think $100 is pretty good. That's pretty decent because, I mean, 25 sessions, it could take me a little bit over an hour, but I mean, I think I can do it, right? So, I mean, we could put this to like $50 and you can see I could reach that $50 a lot more faster. How long does it take to complete a trading session? Well, you can complete a session in one trade or maybe even like 1 minute or even like 5 minutes or maybe even less, you know, hopefully less because we're going to have 25 sessions to do here. So just want to let you guys know that this is fully customizable and let's just get this thing started because, you know, we've got a lot of time that it's going to take us and, you know, don't want to risk too much, guys. You know, I don't recommend putting a whole bunch of money into pocket option when you really don't know what you're doing, you haven't practiced your strategy yet, or you're trading with the exact same amounts for every trade. That's another thing that a lot of folks get into where it's very difficult to recoup or make up for the losses that you have. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be using another very sophisticated algorithm to make up for the losses that we lose, and I will share that with you on this video. So yeah, so let's just, we can add some pairs. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll favorite some of these assets up here and get these up at the top of pocket option. We'll probably be removing and adding different pairs as we go, as they drop. You know, I could just come over here and just start clicking on these, but I like to have these at the top of the screen. That way you guys can see the profits and stuff like that. But yeah, okay. So I'm going to be using the keyboard shortcuts on the keyboard, Shift and Tab on the keyboard to browse through the different assets. And all we have to do here with this strategy is we're just waiting for the first 5 seconds of a 30-second candle. And whichever color it is, that's the color that we trade in. So after the first 5 seconds, if it's green, we buy. After the first 5 seconds, if it's red, we sell. That's pretty much it. And you guys can watch me do this. And we're going to have wins and losses, guys. We're going to have losses, so don't freak out. But, okay, so let's just watch this. We're already past the 5 second mark here. Let's wait for the next candle. And I'm not really crazy about this. Looking for, it's a little bit indecisive. Let's go ahead and change the chart. This looks a little bit better. Look at the first 5 seconds of this candle. And you'll see that after the first 5 seconds, the candle was red. But it is an upward trend, so that's also something else to keep in mind. I mean, do you want to trade against the trend? Well, I'm not going to be explaining every single trade that I do. I'm going to have to be going through here a lot quicker because, you know, we don't want this video to go on too long. My longest video was like, it's like about 2 hours, so that's pretty long. Okay, so I'm waiting for that at 5 seconds. Also, keep in mind that sometimes if it's flipping back and forth between red and green, I usually will not enter because it's a little bit indecisive. But I will be taking trades here. I don't want to take too much time thinking about every single trade that I do. I want to move through here very, very quickly. I'm waiting for the next candle. 2 more seconds, and okay, here's the new candle. Now watch the countdown, 27, 26, 25. You can see the candle was red at the 25-second mark, so I entered. Okay, that was a loss. So if we do have a loss, all I have to do is just come over here, put a little L next to that trade, and then the trade manager will give me the exact amount for the next trade, which is 681. And let's go ahead and continue. Looks like we're turning around here. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? There's only 2 things that can happen inside the market. The price could go up or down. So we just don't know. That's another loss, guys. Let's come over here, mark this as a loss. Next trade amount is 1264. This is pretty fast trading, okay? There's going to be some strategies out there that take a lot longer, that might be a little bit more accurate. If that's how you like to do things, then great. You know, it's whatever fits. If, you know, I've got kind of a short attention span, so this is something that works good for me. So this is something that I've decided to do, so. Okay, so we won that trade. Let's come back over here, mark this as a win. And the next trade is 303. So let's just come over here, and now you can see that we're trading with a smaller amount. So you guys will catch on to this very quickly, especially if you're, you know, using the trade manager. It looks a little intimidating at first, but after you guys use it a few times, it's just going to be like drinking water, right? It's going to be really simple. So you can see what happened there. We hit that 25-second mark, and I just entered the trade, and it looks like that's a loss. So let's come back over here, and let's just mark this one as a loss. 633 is the next one. And let's go ahead and continue. I like the way it's looking here. It looks like it's coming back down, but we don't know for sure. A little bit indecisive. It was kind of going back and forth between red and green. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll take it. It was kind of hesitating there a little bit, but let's just go ahead and wait. Okay, that's a loss. Let's come over here, mark this as a loss. Next is 1321. And not really putting a whole lot of thought into this, guys. I mean, really, I'm just going by the rules, following the rules for every single trade. That's all you can do. And trying to watch the screen here with this microphone in front of me, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and change the chart. Okay, that looks a little late. I'm a couple seconds late or so on that entry, but that's okay. All right, so that's a win, and let's mark that as a win. Okay, and so that session's done. So that was one session. So we can keep track of our sessions. This was a feature that I've added to the Trade Manager by high request called the session counter. And then we come down here and click on reset. Okay. And now you can look up here. So you've made $4, right? You know, I've made $4. And then now you can see the win profit is $4. So we are on track. Let's go ahead and continue. 363. And yeah, I think today is the first day of spring break in the States. So, but for a lot of us, we still got to do work and still make videos and stuff like that, which is okay. But the kids are out of school, sleeping in. And, oh, this looks pretty good. Well, it looks okay. Looks like it's kind of turning around there. Pretty big pullback there. Kind of going sideways overall, but that's okay. I like these big candles. Let's see what this next candle does for us here. It's a little bit indecisive around that mark there. Gonna move through here pretty quickly, guys. We got to get these trades in, so we're going to be doing some high frequency trading here. And just going to watch these candlesticks. The Fast 5 strategy is one of the most popular strategies inside of the VIP group. A lot of members are doing this, and many traders have been doing this strategy for a very long time, and they just find it as their go-to strategy, so to speak. And it's one of my favorite. It's fast, like the name implies, and it's really just a way for, it kind of cures that boredom, I guess you could say. But I'm really going to have to pick up the pace here because we've got quite a few sessions to complete. Some of those longer wicks I will pass if they're really long, because I'm just not feeling that one right there. Got a little bit longer candles. Now I'm using the keyboard shortcuts, guys. For those of you that are brand new to the channel, of course, you can just use the hotkeys. Pocket Option gives you that feature. I really like it. But I still need to keep an eye on those payouts. So, all right, so that's, Let's wait for the next one here, because sometimes flipping back and forth between the charts doesn't always solve the issue. And sometimes the charts will generally look the same. It's Monday, it's around 8:30 a.m., but I'm about 1 hour behind the New York Stock Exchange. So, but I should open. It should have opened already. So, I'm a little late. I'm like a 1.5 second late on that. Okay, so that was a win. Let's come over here. So the first one was a win. Okay, the next trade is under $1, so we can't really trade with less than $1 inside of Pocket Option. So I will just go ahead and mark this session completed, reset, And let's go ahead and do it again. Let's do another session. So we've got 2 so far that are done. Now we have 25 sessions, guys, to go. 363, so we're already at 363 here. Let's go ahead and enter again. I'm 2 seconds late on that, and I'm okay with that. There's a win again, and we've got next trade amount's under $1. Let's go ahead and mark another session completed, reset, and this is all you guys got to do, 363. So sometimes you'll have those, wins in a row and stuff like that, but you could also have some losses in a row too. We had some pretty good losses on this channel over time. We tested new strategies and stuff like that I didn't really like that much, and I just left it. I had a loss, so I got to make up for some losses here. 681. Actually, it was the only video that I think it was the last video or a couple videos back. I had some drawdown in my account with a new strategy that I'd never tried before, and so I just bailed. I hit my stop loss, and I didn't want to continue trading because inside the trade manager, you do have a stop loss down here at the bottom right. You can set your stop loss percentage. And so for me, that's $800. So I have to make a decision at that point. Do I want to stop? Do I want to keep trading? Right? So that's how we use that. Next trade amount is 145. So you can see after you win, the trade amount is smaller now. Is this going to keep going up, guys? I don't know. Let's find out here. So we've got a major series of green candles here. Here's a new candle. Let's go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. 29, 28. I don't know. This is kind of, it feels risky. It feels so risky, guys. I should have changed the chart. But let's just see what happens. Oh, we got a little pump there at the last minute. So we did win that. Another session completed. Let's mark the session counter, number 4, hit the reset button, and we're done. 363. So now what we can do here and what we're not doing, what we should be doing is compounding, because that's how this daily goals calculator works. So what we do now, compounding, what I mean is that you want to keep entering your initial capital. So let's just enter that in. So that's 1,014.73. Look at that. Okay. The trade amount still 368. So let's go ahead and enter that. 368. And I got to really make sure that I have all the trade amounts entered in correctly when I'm doing this, because you could have, you could make a mistake and it kind of messes up all the math and everything. But I have shown on my videos, if you do make an incorrect entry, you can go ahead and fix that. And also make sure to have the trade amount limit turned on, because you do not want to enter a trade instead of $300, or instead of $3, you enter in $300. And that's not going to be a good day for you. So we've had some members inside of the private group that have done that. It's worked out in their favor, but sometimes it does not, and it's not so happy. So that's it looks like it's coming back down, but it's kind of hesitating, guys. I think it's time to switch the chart. And for stuff like this, you've got, I don't know where we were here. Yeah, these long wicks and stuff. I'm not really crazy about that, so I'll probably just skip that chart. I'm looking for something that's on the move, basically. So, okay, that looks decent. I mean, we'll see how it happens. Okay, good. We got a nice push there. Okay, so that's done. Another session completed. And guys, if you decide to join the Wealth Warriors Alliance, we have over 1,200 members right now. I have a whole bunch of videos inside of the members area. All those videos will explain how all the tools work. So don't worry if you're overwhelmed or if there's something that you don't understand. I probably have a video on it. So 368, and we can update that 1018.12. Cool. All right, 369. So it's compounding just a little bit. Let's go ahead and go through here. 369. And here we go. So Oh, I missed that pump there. Yeah. That was kind of a bummer. I was about 1 second late on that, but that's okay. 694. Those longer wicks kind of fake you out a little bit. But you can also get those pumps and dumps and stuff. Like you can catch it right before. I kind of missed that move too. Got to be really careful. Sometimes you hit the move, sometimes you won't. All right, so won that. Next trade amount, 148. So whichever comes first, we reach that $100, guys, we're going to end the video. That's the goal for today. That chart was decent. Let's see what this is going to do. Oh, damn. Not really crazy about it, but we got to win. So, okay, so yeah, we're pretty much done. So let's go ahead and reset. The balance is 1,022.17. There you go. And you just keep compounding it, guys. That's all you have to do. You can see the trade amounts increase. So if you're looking at this and going, wow, I don't want to trade with $3 or whatever. Well, guys, it goes up. So like it's $3 now, but when you're done, it could be $5. It could be $6. So, and it also depends how much you have as your initial capital too. If you have $2,000, well, this is going to be pretty much doubled over here, right? So a lot of that depends on how much you put into pocket option. This is just what I'm comfortable with. Usually I normally trade with around $500 to $1,000 on my YouTube channel, those two amounts there. 371, let's go back over here. Great. And let's just keep on trading. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned it to you guys, but I've been doing that like that acupuncture. I'm on my like 3rd session. I don't know, I mean, some people might be against it, but I got to tell you guys, I had some back pain, man. I had some like lower back pain, and I went to that acupuncture, and dude, the first visit, like after that, I couldn't believe it. Like it was gone. Like, I mean, well, I would say like 90% was gone. And I've been dealing with that pain for a long time, guys, like 4 years or something like that. I did 1 acupuncture session. So I go now to acupuncture for those things. And also like, you know, a lot of you guys, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've kind of dealt with anxiety and stuff like that. Not really depression, but a little bit of anxiety. And I used to have panic attacks and stuff like that. So that has really helped me. And I just keep going. I keep attending sessions and it's working for me. So, okay. 1,025.58. 1,025.58. Cool. We already marked that session complete. 372. So we're compounding fast. You see how that number's going up? Okay, you guys want to take the same trade or take a trade on the same chart here? Oh, look at that, man. We missed that move. That would have been nice. Oh, that just keeps going up. But is that going to keep doing that? If we enter, well, we don't really know, guys. You know, the market can only do one of two things. Let's go up or down. And at the 25-second mark, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of indecisive. That probably would have been a win if we sold or if we took a sell. Because look over here, we hit some resistance up here. Look at that. So if you guys have watched my support and resistance videos, you'll know that, you know, you have zones on pocket option and you have zones on the chart. And so you reach those levels and you can get rejection off of those levels. Is it going to come back down, guys? Is it? Oh, it's kind of undecided. Let's go ahead and enter, guys. Let's get some trades in here. Let's get the ball rolling. Even though that, ooh, almost won that, but did not. So let's mark this as an L, 699. Yep, that's it. Just keep on going. You can change the chart. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to stay on the same chart. I know some traders do. Some of our members stay on the same chart. It's totally up to you. Or maybe they have like, you know, like 2 or 3 charts that they go to. And that was a bit indecisive there. Way down here. Looks like it's still crashing a bit. So you can wait it out or just switch the chart. If it depends on my curiosity level, you know, if I'm really curious, I'll just wait. Nope, it's indecisive there, so let's go ahead and wait or switch the chart here. Okay, so we've got this. This one looks pretty decent, but these candles are pretty small. Looking for something with a little bit more action, a little bit more strength to it. But it looks like it's starting to turn around. All right, let's wait 5 more seconds here for the next candle, and then we'll make a decision from there. All right, here's the next candle, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, and it's indecisive, so. Yeah. Just, you know, I've done this so many times that I just stay out. I don't, but it's the same, it's always the same every time. If you watch my videos, you know, I just go by the same rules, same principles. We could get a little bounce back, a little rejection there. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about this one, but maybe we'll get a little bit more push down, maybe not. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that was a break even. So what do we do if we have a break even? Pretty much nothing. You just trade with the same trade amount on the next trade. That's all you have to do. All right, this looks like it's moving here a little bit. It's red. All right, we'll see what happens there. Got a little push up there and then a little win. Cool. So win, next trade amount, 149. So you just enter the trades, you know, whatever the trade manager gives you, this is all you do, right? And trading can be kind of boring sometimes. You know, normally, you know, you have some music on or something like that. You know, we're on the video here, and for some of you guys, I know you like to, you know, fast forward the video or play it at, you know, 2 times the speed or whatever. You can do that as well. Whatever's a better fit for you. But this is kind of a huge pullback or just a big correction in the market. Of course, we're not a huge correction. You know, we're on a 30-second time frame, guys. But, you know, the charts and the time frames are fractal. So, but it's been known, I'm not really crazy about this entry, but let's just go for it. Okay, cool. Kind of like a little order block was forming there. All right, another session completed. 1029.66. Man, this is going fast. All right, 373. We have some members that exclusively only trade the Fast 5. This is all they do. And I would recommend having some ultra conservative settings. You know, if you're making like $100 an hour, guys, that's pretty risky. Especially if you only have like $1,000 like I do. That's super risky, guys. Okay, I'm putting my butt out there for you, and I know you guys just want to see the risky stuff. That's just what it is. You know, it's all about, you know, get rich quick, whatever. I get it. That's not what this channel's about, getting rich quick at all. It's slowly compounding your account. You know, or get rich slow, I guess, as they say. But we've got members that come into the group and, you know, their settings are just too risky. So, I mean, don't do it. I know it's tempting because the trade manager will let you do it, but it doesn't mean that you have to do it, guys. I mean, use more conservative settings if you can. So, 701. I've been getting pretty good about entering in my trade amounts. I have not... I don't know, I can't remember if I've entered in an incorrect amount inside a pocket option. Even, I haven't, but I'm pretty good about entering those in, but I still have that trade amount limit switch turned on. So, you know, just in case, I guess. But I've been pretty lucky so far. 150. So I just make sure I get that decimal point in there, and I just look at it. I make sure, is it $1.50 or is it $150? You know, I just print that in my mind. I mean, I'm not trading unless there's a decimal. So that can really save your butt. Okay, this is kind of a really quick trade in here, but let's go ahead and do it. Oh man, this strategy's, it's been good today. Some days it's, you know, there could be times when certain strategies are just not great. You know, it might just be a kind of a rough day. And a lot of that is depending on the market conditions too. So the strategy works. It's not the strategy stops working. I don't think it's possible for a strategy to stop working. A strategy is just a method. That's it. It really has nothing to do with the markets. It's just some kind of rule that you follow. So, but the markets do change. That's really the only thing that changes, guys. 1033.76. I marked that as a session completed already, 9 sessions. 375. So let's do that. So I don't know. I mean, we could have, you know, we could have a rough patch here. I think everybody goes through one. So 9 and 5 more seconds to go. Let's see what's going to do. And right now I go a lot based on feeling. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Maybe that could have been a win. That would have been, but I didn't enter because it was indecisive. So, but it could be coming up here. It looks like it needs to go a little bit more to hit some resistance up here possibly. Yeah, there's a little zone up here. So you can see the price is responding to this area. It just keeps rejecting. So we could see a little bit of rejection there off of that area. I don't know. We'll see. Got a good push there, guys. Got a win. So won the first trade again. Another session completed. Reset. 1036.80. 1036. And let's keep on going. So this is great if you're a complete beginner, right? Okay. I don't know. I just got anxious on this one right here. Wanted to, oh, give me a little bit. Oh, nice, guys. That was sweet. That's 2 sessions in a row, back to back. 1040.25. Cool. 377. So how long has it been? It's 33 minutes. So let's just keep on going, guys. And we're going to just go all the way. But some of these have dropped down to 63% on the payouts. This one's 81%. So also keep that, or keep an eye on that too, guys. I mean, some of you don't favorite the assets, and you don't have to do that. I mean, you know, you could just come over here to the menu and just click on the latest or the highest payout and do it that way, or you can favorite them at the top of Pocket Option, whatever you guys want to do. No, I'm still on 63, so there we go. Okay, so we're kind of, it looks like it's hit some support down here, so it's kind of turning around, coming up from a rejection. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's kind of a bummer there. Kind of lost that one, but that's okay. So 709. So you can see the trade amounts are going up, guys. So, you know, we do get, you know, we do have that compounding effect taking place. And so, okay, 28, 27, 26. Oh man, this has already kind of run its course. If we get a little bit more, oh, it's like a break even on that. So that was really close though. That almost turned into a win. So on a break even, pocket option, you can see pocket option. I mean, look at those results. Dang, that's nice. Look at those wins, guys. Let's take a screenshot of that. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and save that. Maybe I'll post that in the group. All right. Want to make an edit there. Let's go ahead and continue. 709. And so, wait, the last one was a win? Yeah. So 151. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Could be hitting a little bit of resistance here. It's came up to this before. It has to break through this high, this previous high up here. So, I mean, you can see it's kind of rejecting. See that? So you got to be aware of that, guys. It could break out, and if it does, it's probably going to have a lot of force, which is cool. But yeah, just not feeling that. Oh, this is decent. Looks like this is kind of like a zigzag up and down. And there's some big candles right here. Yeah, we'll just keep on going. That's what you guys. That's all you got to do is just keep on trading. You know, whatever. If you could set out a goal. Oh, that was a little indecisive, but screw it. All right. So, yep. We won that. Let's go. Another session completed. Alrighty, let's enter. What do we got here? Oh, okay. There's a mistake I made, and I think it was that break even, I think, which threw me off or something like that. Yeah, right here. That threw me off. So what do you do when you make a mistake? Well, I think what I'm going to do is, because I lost some money there, what I'm going to do is 1037. Oh, wait, 1037.87. All right, 376. All right, yeah, get talking, guys. Start talking on my videos and I get sidetracked, so that's all that was. All right, this is interesting. I don't know, it's a little crazy. I think that candle's already kind of pushed up a little bit. Okay, we won that, so hopefully here I'm keeping track, trying to do everything right. 1041.33. So we made up for that little boo-boo. And 378. Alrighty, oh, that would have been kind of a cool trade right there. Because that had a nice little push to it. I think it's coming up to that resistance. Look at that. And the zones that I'm talking about, guys, I have a video on this. You can see these zones up here. You can see the price respond to this area. So, I mean, look at that. It's pretty clear as day. Like anybody can see that, right? And usually, we call this, they call this zones. You call it resistance, support and resistance. Not always guaranteed, so it can bust right through and break out. But usually when it breaks out through those zones, we get a lot more movement after it breaks out. Look at that. So it's just kind of breaking out there. But yeah, but we're not doing zones for this strategy. this is basically a time and color kind of strategy. But yeah. And we are at 40 minutes. Of course, I didn't start trading right at the beginning of this video, so we're just going to keep going here. I'll try to pick up the pace. All right, let's go ahead and get a trade in here. 2 more seconds. Got a little bit of a push down there, and that is a profit. Nice. That is a win. It's the first win, so that's just pure profit, and the session is over. So 1,044.81. Oh, that's 2 seconds delay on that one. Oh, and it went against me. Nice. So 712. Let's just keep on going. Kind of going sideways on that, so. Almost to the halfway mark, guys. It's a little indecisive, but maybe we'll get a little push up. Yeah, we did. 152. Wait until you guys see the new trade manager. Oh my gosh. Version 3 is coming soon. If you get version 2 today, you get version 3 for free. No extra charge, guys. Nothing. A lot of you guys ask me that. Guys, it's just one time. You know, to get into our group, I would say it's an affordable one-time fee, but it's lifetime. And that includes updates and upgrades. So even if you get in now, you will get the new version probably before anybody else and right when it's released. So cool, cool, cool. So that was an L and 317. Yeah, but version 3, I've been talking about it a little bit because we're getting close to the release. And I just want to prepare you guys for it. But I would recommend learning the current version of the Trade Manager version 2. It would be great to learn how to use that first and then go to version 3. But you don't have to. You can just start at version 3 if you want. So if you guys want to wait, if you want to see what version 3 is all about, then that's totally fine. It either way works with me. So okay, so that was an L 661. And what are we doing here in the market? Okay, we could hit some resistance there, but it could come right up to that point. Not even sure if I like the way these things are moving, but I don't know, whatever. Yeah, okay. 1380. This is interesting. Is it going to keep going up, guys? Oh, it's kind of risky. Oh, we got a nice push there. Boom. All right, so what do we got? So that's a win, so we're done. Another session completed, reset. The new balance is 1048.98. So we got one more session to break even at 50 bucks. 380. is the first trade amount. Not going to jump into that just yet. It's kind of going sideways. Is it going to keep going sideways? Well, we don't know. And it's only a 5-second expiry, so it could still go sideways. Doesn't mean we're going to win, but everything happens. It's all about that first 5 seconds, guys. Nice. I got that push there. 2 more seconds to go. I'll zoom in here for you guys. That is another win. So, okay, so it's another session. Don't have to reset anything. 10:52:48. And I call out my initial capital and all my numbers. Just verbally, just say it out. Probably not if I'm by myself, but 382. So if you're trading with me, that's probably a little bit confusing, but because your numbers are probably different than mine. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. How are we looking over here? That looks pretty good. Oh, we had 3 in a row. Yeah, so, but so far, dang, looks really nice. 92%. Oh, that was kind of, yeah, it looks a little risky there. Oh, that would have worked out though. Did you guys see that? Right at the 25-second mark, that totally would have worked out. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of dumping here. Kind of broke out. But it looks like no, it's indecisive. And that's also indecisive too. Let's wait for that next candle. Indecisive is where it's like you got like a little bit of a pancake size candle, or you have a large wick at the top and the bottom, or no, it doesn't even have to be a large wick. It just doesn't know where it wants to go. So all right, there we go. Maybe we'll hold it there. Oh, we got a little push there. That little tiny push was perfect. So it's another session completed. Man, we're just rolling right along here. 10:55.99. $3.83. Okay. And switching the chart. Yeah, so yeah, the longest video I did on my channel was 2 hours. And guys, I had some fatigue. I did. Like, I was done. Like, I was ready to take a break. I didn't even, I mean, yeah, I think I took a drink a glass of water. I took a short break. But I don't know. I mean, I'm doing pretty good on this video so far. Yeah, that was kind of indecisive, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Probably got to pay more attention there. 719. Yeah, that's just kind of a snail. That chart's just not moving. $28, $28, $27, $26. It's really hard to tell on that. So I'll look at the trend. I mean, look at that. It's just going up, right? But again, it's only 5-second expiry, so you could almost still trade both ways because the entry is so fast. 28, 27, 26. It's so close, guys. It's barely crawling. It's barely moving, which could be a good thing if it's moving slow so it doesn't come back and kick me out. 153. What you can also do, guys, is you can end the session early. So if you don't want to keep going, what you can do is just, a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and do it. So 1058.77. 1058.77. So you're in profit, right? Well, you can cut the session early. You don't have to complete 2 trades or whatever settings that you have. I have 2 out of 11. So I can just start over if I want to. 384. So that's just an option. I know we have some members, that's all they do. They just keep starting over and starting over because, you know, they only want to do one win per session, and you can do that if it's early on in the session. But if it's later on in the session, it becomes more difficult. You'll have to get that second win in order to come out in profit. Okay, so oh wow, those are big candles on the 32nd. But we could come up to this resistance here. Look at that. Ooh, got a nice push down. Maybe we hit that resistance, maybe not. But at the end of the day, it was a win. So another session completed. And wow, 1,062.30. Dude, we are crushing this, man. 385. So how are we doing on time? So it's been about, 50 minutes or so. Not too bad, actually. I'll try to go faster here. I mean, I don't know if that makes it big, if it's better or worse, but really got to just still watch my trades, guys. Could have some fatigue here. But we're moving along pretty quick. There's some longer wicks on this one. Oh, this is kind of risky. Woo! I feel a rejection, and sure enough, there's a rejection. So you kind of have to go with your instincts a little bit. 724. I don't know if I get a green though. Oh, those wicks. Look at that. It's not working. So let's make sure that everything's paying out at a high percentage. So you see some of these have dropped 81%. Let's go ahead and add some new currency pairs here. There we go. All right, this interesting. We could be coming down to some support here or to a zone. Look at that, guys. So yeah. Oh, this is like, wait, whew. This is way down here. Oh, did we get a rejection? And now it's going to kick me out. Yep. 1342. So far, yeah, we've been doing pretty good. We had 3 losses in a row. We could get more. Okay. But, yeah, you know, we'll see. 1342. Let's extra check that. 1342. Okay, let's just go ahead and take that buy. And maybe we'll get a little bit of a push up there. It's holding. And 322 is the next trade. There we go. But look, it's just going up. Do I want to sell on that? Probably not. Look at that. So let's wait for the next one and see what happens. The next 30-second candle. Each candle represents 30 seconds. First 5 seconds of one 30-second candle. It's going really slow. Okay, here we are, 28, 27. Yeah, it's just kind of dogging, guys. Not too exciting. This one's moving pretty fast, but we've got those longer wicks. So sometimes you want the speed, sometimes you don't. It's very random. And I get a lot of you guys, you know, every video, at least one of you guys say that it's gambling, and I would say, you know, from to one extent, yeah, I would say a lot of trading is gambling, you know. But, you know, you have professional gamblers as well, right? So maybe you just become a really good gambler, right? A pro gambler, whatever. And you know, if you watch poker tournaments or tournaments, yeah, you'll have like, you'll see guys have these huge wins, but you also see guys have the huge losses too. So, but overall, it seems like they're, you know, some of them are pretty wealthy. They stay in profit. If you control your, or if you have risk management, you have some kind of risk management in place. So we won that, and I'm getting a little bit of a fatigue, guys, but let's go ahead and continue. Let's reset. 1066.52. But I'm doing this for you guys. 387. 387, is that right? Okay. Oh, yeah. Glad I didn't take that one. Look at these wicks, guys. This is so risky. It's like trying to go through like a river with crocodiles, you know, barefoot. Well, I guess you wouldn't have your shoes on if you're in the river. But, oh, that didn't work out either. Okay, let's just step back, take a break. 1066.52. Let's hit that 1070. Let's go. Let's do this. On the Mark Trades channel. Oh, yeah. Dude. Oh, that was it. So 726. This one's moving pretty good. Now we're coming up to some resistance up here. Look at that. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's breaking past through that. Look at that. Cool. So maybe it'll continue up. All right, let's just go ahead and sell it. Oh, we got to push down there. Oh, we get that bounce back. But it was a win. That was a little scary. That was super, super scary there. 155. And let's go ahead and end the session, guys. You can do that. End the session if you want to. 1069.33. Okay, you guys do whatever you want. Okay, you don't have to follow. You don't have to do exactly. Well, with the trade amounts, yes. You got to really make sure you have the exact trade amounts that the trade manager gives you. But far as completing sessions, if you guys are in profit, you're in profit. I mean, don't feel like you have to go through every single trade. If you're happy with the win, happy with the money, happy with the profit, then just go ahead and end the session, start a new one, guys. Pretty straightforward. 388. I like starting with these smaller trade amounts, right? That gives me more room, a little bit more room for drawdown. I have that flexibility there, so. But we are on the edge here of hitting that 170, guys. Let's go ahead and do it. Do I like this chart? I'm not even sure if I really like this or not. Wow, it moves very fast. A little bit, nah, I'm just not feeling it. All right, let's go ahead and enter that. We need a little bit of a push. Give me that push, please. There we go. It's a break even. Okay, let's not mess this up. This is a break even, which means that, so you can see like when you win, you get money back, but on the break even, you don't. Also, that was 80%, so I'm glad I saw that. So let's go ahead and remove that asset. These look pretty good. Go add one more. Let's just keep on going. Wow, that's, yeah, moving kind of quick. And these wicks here on this Euro TRY, we are coming to, let's see if we get a little, oh, yep, lost that one. So 728. Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure I'm doing everything. I like to check my numbers once in a while. Make sure it looks good. So 329, 28, 27, 26, 25. Let's go ahead and take that. Oh, I missed that pump. I totally missed that pump there. Oh, man. All right, so 1351. And let's go ahead and continue. Switch to chart. And I'm going to just pause the video here and get some water. All right, we're back. Let's just find something here. This is going a little bit sideways, and the payout just dropped, so let's go ahead and switch the chart. This is interesting right here. Kind of a little bit of a zone up here. It looks like it could be coming down, but you know, we don't really know, guys. We don't know for sure. There's no 100% guarantees with anything. That's why you got to have that money management, because you know, we don't have any of those guaranteed. Oh, got a little rejection there. So, okay. So 2467. And that chart is just, yeah, let's go to something else here. This is kind of going sideways back and forth. And 28, 27, 26. Oh, we kind of missed that pump there. Oh man, that was a bad rejection. We got another one. Okay, a little bit of a losing streak, 44.14. All right, cool. Let's just keep on going. Where's our stop loss at? Yeah, $855. So let's just rock it, man. Let's go, go, go. So we need, well, we don't need a win, but you know, we'll just do whatever the market gives us today is what it gives us. Yep, there we go. Get a little push up there. Oh, we got a rejection. Okay. So guys, we're on a losing streak here. 76.76. So we are negative. 76.76. Now let's come over here and make sure that that's correct. It is. And let's go ahead and continue. Those wicks are just a little crazy. Not going to jump into that. So we get about 18 more seconds to go. This looks... That's a pretty big green candle. Let's see what that next one is at the... Yeah, okay. Oh, the trade amount is... Let's go ahead and increase that. So I kind of lost that trade. We hit our trade amount limit. I went ahead and increased the limit of the trade amount so we could trade. All right, let's go ahead and enter. Oh, we got a nice pump there, guys. So let's see what happens here now. So we got a win, and where are we at? So we lost a little bit there. We can end the session, but we can keep on going. If I get to this point, do I want to just keep pushing down? Probably not, because I don't have a lot of room left. So I'm going to take the profits, guys. I'm taking the profits. One session completed, reset. Know when to hold 'em, right? Know when to walk away. First time I've ever tried any kind of singing on my channel. Please do not quote me on that. Do not mention anything about the singing, guys. But that is an old Kenny Loggins song, and it's about gambling. It's called The Gambler. That's the name of the song. And you kind of know when to hold them, right? Know when to hold, walk away. So if you guys want to listen to that song, it's actually a good song. If you're a trader, if you're a gambler, if you're playing cards or something like that, right? Anyways, so what do? We're at 1046.47. $10.46.47. Trade amount is 380. And let's go ahead and go. I cannot predict that I'm going to get $100 an hour, $50 an hour. That's pretty good. I mean, what's minimum wage, right? But $50 an hour, that's pretty good. Because it's been about an hour almost. Yeah, so. Go ahead and, oh, I get a rejection right at the last second. So 713. And let's go ahead and move. Right? And that's what we do on this channel, right? That's how we do it, guys. You know, I don't want to get greedy and start trying to make up for losses and stuff. A lot of you are familiar with that. You get yourself into some drawdown and you start betting more and you can't. I mean, you could make the settings on the trade manager a bit riskier, but I wouldn't recommend blindly doing that. Okay, so let's go ahead. We get a little pump there, 713. There we go. So that's a win. And then we're at, what are we at right now? So guys, I'm going to probably call it at $50. Let's do that for this video, because we're already, what, over an hour now. So yeah. So here's what we're going to do. What are we at? 1049.23. So I'm glad you guys, if you're still with me, hey, give me a comment below, give me a shout out. That would be awesome. You guys get to see how I trade with the trade manager. And if you already have the trade manager, then great. You're already familiar with it. You already know how it works. And if you're ever wondering how does Mark do it, well, like you've seen, if I see myself in profit, I will get out of the session. I will just end the session early. I've always done that. I always do, especially if I have a trade amount less than $1. Of course, you have to do that. But as long as you guys are happy and you're in profit, then you can just go ahead and end the session. So we pretty much got one more session to go. Let's go ahead and do this thing. So 381. $50, dude. I'm happy with that, you know, for an hour. Because I know I'm going to have fatigue if I just keep pushing this and pushing this another 2 hours. And let's make sure that payout, yeah, it's not right. So but it's a little laggy though because that market's open. It's 9:30 right now and things are still, the live market is still active. Now, it's not, the price action is not reflecting OTC. However, pocket option servers can get a little bogged down. So, and I don't normally trade this early, but I will make videos this early. But I like to trade them a little bit closer to noon time. Okay. $28, $27. Okay, let's just get a trade. I'm not going to wait here all day. Come on, guys. Let's go. All right. There it is, guys. We did it. $1,052. We started at $1,000. We are now at 1,000. We've made $52.70 profit, and we did it over an hour. I don't always reach my goals. I like to put out a bigger number. That's something you can do to kind of stretch yourself a little bit. But depending on the weather, guys, if you feel like you really, if you're feeling a little fatigue and you're stressing out because you're not reaching that goal, just walk away. That's it. Now go do something else. Get up, go make a sandwich, enjoy your time with your family, go to work. Just stop trading at this point. And I will walk you through, for those of you that are not in the group yet, you know, I always give you a little walkthrough if you want to join. Now, you guys, let me just be straight. Most people lose money in trading. We all know this. And so let's stop kidding ourselves, right? Most people lose money. That's how that, if that didn't happen, there would be no market. The market would not move. There would be no money in the market, right? Even the big guys lose money sometimes. So, but there's more little guys out there, right? And that kind of keeps that volatility going. You know, of course, there's whales and stuff, whatever. That's an argument for another video. But if you guys want to master trading with cutting edge tools that I've provided to you, one of those tools being our flagship spreadsheet, which is the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. This is it right here. And I'm going to leave a link below in the comments and also the description of this video. You guys can go over there and check it out. I have hours of videos. You'll find hours of videos inside of the private members area. Also videos from members. So member submission videos, strategy videos, and also all the how-to videos on how to use all the spreadsheets that we have inside of the group. And the group that I'm speaking of, there's two parts. There's the membership website, which is a private membership portal you log into, and also the Telegram group, which I think it's closer to 1,300 members now. And we have a positive environment. We have moderators in the group, and they're there to, to help guide you. And we also have a member support area to answer any questions that you guys have at any time. You don't have to send an email and wait for days on end to get an answer. No, you can just ask the questions in the group about anything that has to do with trading, with pocket option, something that you guys are curious about, whatever, it's inside the group. A lot of our traders were never profitable until they joined the group, until they started using the trade manager. So, and to show you that, I've included a whole bunch of screenshots here for you, screenshots of withdrawals, screenshots from traders that are earning, four figures a day, We have some traders doing, 5 figures a month, whatever. It's all in the group. Those members are around, and we talk about compounding accounts. We post our results every day. And just as of recently, we've added a brand new section to Telegram, and it is the Strategy Vault. This is a vault. So in other words, what this means is that if a member finds a strategy that really works, I mean, some of these are incredible, like 70, 80% win rate. They will post the strategy in the Strategy Vault for you guys to check out. Now, those strategies, I don't put those on my YouTube channel because I want to keep those exclusively for only the members, period, right? I have my own little strategies that I share with you guys on my YouTube, and you can get more details. There's videos inside of the members area that will go into all of my strategies with a lot more detail. And of course, you guys can trade anywhere in the world, just from your laptop. You can use your phone if you want to. There's some limited functionality with the phone, but to get the most out of this, I recommend that you guys use a desktop or laptop with your trading. That way you can see the chart better and everything just works better on a larger screen. So that's the Wealth Warriors Alliance. Guys, if you like the Fast 5 strategy, try it out. I mean, a lot of members use this. It works really, really well. I appreciate you all for coming out today. And if you've made it this far, then awesome. Thank you so much for the support. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Take care.